I didn't know what to say. It's the best news ever. Oh my gosh.
We did it.
Yes.
We did it. We did it. Yay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk, where we talk things all spirituality, personal development, and everything in between. I am with a special guest here. She is the founder of the Red Room. She's also been a pivotal part of my journey, as well as I consider her a pole mom, Miss Crystal.
Thank you. Hey everybody. I'm Crystal. She said it all. I feel like I don't even need to say anything. She said it all for me. But I'm a mom of 5. I'm true to my business, and I just want to grow with all of you.
Yes.
Now let's talk.
Okay. Are we cheersing?
We are gonna cheers.
Okay. Were you gonna say the cheers?
You say the cheers.
Okay. Cheers to continued growth and being our best selves.
Yes.
Yes.
With Kara here.
Yes.
Hey
Our
y'all.
producer in the back.
Hey. What to do?
Our producer for today is Kara.
So I work in healthcare.
Okay.
So I was working. No bottle popping, no cheers into the new year, but gotta do what you gotta do. I'm an occupational therapist by profession. If you guys know what that means, that would be amazing. I feel like nobody knows what the fuck I do. So, but I pretty much help rehabilitate people, impact their lives, gain their independence. But yeah, I do that most of my days.
If you guys know what she does, please comment and let us know. Because I'm going to be honest. I don't know what the fuck she does either when she said that.
Do you guys know what physical therapy is? I'm like physical therapy sister.
I got you.
So they work on the mobility and the walking. I work on able to do your day-to-day.
Okay.
Dressing, toileting, bathing. So depending on the injury. So say it's like an amputation or...
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
So this is for strictly like after surgeries and just getting back, or just like the elderly?
Good question. So it depends on the setting.
Okay.
So the setting that I do is subacute. So right after their hospital stay and they're not ready to go home yet, then they'll come see me. But you can do geriatric, so working in a long-term care facility, or even prenatal, helping moms with their baby care and things like that. So it depends.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
I'll be doing that.
She said, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that. Y'all need a private one. History right here. Top dollar.
Yeah, make sure you guys have good insurance too. I'll take you. How was your New Year's?
Well, my New Year's was okay. I landed in London December 31st.
Okay.
But I'm not going to talk too much about it because that is a whole nother
Okay.
That's actually coming out like as we record this. As we're recording this, that podcast is out, coming out.
All right.
But we landed in London December 31st. My New Year's Day is my anniversary. My wedding anniversary, my regular anniversary, that's just my anniversary with my husband. It's always been January 1st.
Okay. I love that.
We stayed true to our date.
Good.
Stay true to your numbers. But we checked in, and then the hotel had a restaurant, so we went down and had a few drinks and actually celebrated just being together with no kids in a whole nother country, continent, whatever it is.
Both country and continent.
Both. There you go.
Definitely.
Thank you, girl. Teach me some history, girl. But no, after that we left and we had got some it was amazing food at this Mediterranean place called King's. It was really good.
Okay.
And then got shit faced it. But yeah, it was a great start to the new year. It was an interesting end to last year.
Okay. I was gonna ask you a question about it, but you said you're gonna dive in deeper later because I was gonna ask about you driving on the other side of the road Like,
oh my God,
or
you definitely. I'm gonna give you a little bit, but you definitely gonna have to tune into that podcast. You're gonna have to tune into that episode. But no. So first of all, I was super excited, super excited to drive on the other side. Okay, I was super excited to drive. It's the right side of the vehicle,
right,
but the left side of the road. Just for those who don't know.
Oh, I thought it was just the right side of the vehicle, but the same side.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So no, this is why I was breaking it down. So no. So the steering wheel is on the right side of the vehicle, basically on a passenger side, right? And you drive on the left side of the road. We drive on the right? So our, what is it? Ongoing, incoming. We drive this way.
Yeah, and then come this way.
And then come this way, right?
Right.
They drive this way and then come this way.
Got it. And then you're on the other side.
Yeah, so that shit fucked me up. You know, it was an interesting experience, I gotta say.
Okay.
For that one. But tune into that episode.
Okay. I will.
I believe that's episode 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah. It's episode 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I'm just out here recording stuff.
That's good.
Listen, just out here recording.
You have a nice little catalog.
Yes, I do.
That's good.
I'm trying to always get people in. And then always have someone else in. Yeah. You know, Kara had a great question. Our producer in the back.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's true. True.
First of all, I've been watching your videos, okay? They're amazing. Let me just say.
Thank you.
I love learning about you in your videos. I wanted to dive in more into like your pole journey. Of course, our loyal students' experience and journey here.
To really talk about how pole dancing has actually helped me in my journey, tapping into myself, reconnecting with myself. When I discovered it, I was literally out with one of my 2 friends. It was her 21st birthday. It was just girls on the pole. They just looked so beautiful. They was just flowing. They just looked so pretty. I was a little mesmerized. It was amazing.
She was hypnotized.
And I was like, I would love to do this one day. About 2 years ago, I attended a pole studio in Pennsylvania, and I had the worst experience.
Oh, no.
It was terrible.
Oh, no.
It was terrible. We can go into detail on that, but it was terrible. But after that, I took a yoga class here with Julio one time, and I had to use the bathroom, and I saw that you guys had poles in the back, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I always thought all the studios were in like New York City or like somewhere further away from me. So it was cool to see the poles in the back. So I was like, okay, let's try. So you had a free trial class, I believe.
Yes, which it's we're doing it again.
Okay.
It is the week of our grand opening of when the Red Room Studio officially opened to the public, which is April 15th. So we'll be doing another free week. I believe we're doing it from April 13th to April 18th. Kara, can you double check on that? What is the dates for that? I don't even have my
it's
my phone is over there, y'all. Duh.
April 15th. So it'll be the week of the 13th to the 19th.
The 13th to the 19th. So we're gonna be doing the free classes again.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just giving back to the public and our community, especially our students. Like, why the fuck not?
Absolutely. Yeah. I thought it was like best to take advantage of that just to see how it was.
Yes,
just because
I'm so happy you did.
I was like, look, if this class is just as bad, at least it was free. Free 99. I didn't have to pay for it. So
listen, I can't even blame you. I can't even blame you because you already had a bad experience. So
yeah.
I would say the same shit because believe it or not, when I first started learning pole, not in my house, but because I did start learning pole in my house first before I ever went to take a class at a studio. I always taught myself in my house.
Okay.
I bought a pole and I put it up in my room, and then I was just teaching myself how to do things. But I really needed to like hands on. But so the first studio that I went to, same shit, bad experience. And I was just like, there is no fucking way that every studio is like this. And I went and found another studio.
Is that like a common thing in the community? That do you feel like have to keep searching for studios until they feel like comfortable or like have their place called home? Or?
Well, to be honest with you, everyone is different, and you have to see what works for you. Because also, and we have it here as well, there are students who prefer a certain instructor, and that is okay. This is why we are all here. This is why we preach diversity, because we are diverse. Unfortunately, there are some people in the community who are not as hands-on as they should be, or who do not care enough to pay attention as they should to the class, to the students, because I've went into classes where I see the instructor is like letting students spot students, and I'm just like, whoa, why are we even doing that?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be student spots, students should not be spotting students. And even with me, like, training Grace, who is soon to be a pole instructor here with us, even training her, I'm so big on, you have to spot and you have to make sure that your eyes are like everywhere, just in case, because God forbid somebody fucking falls and then hurts themselves, and finish on that question, to feel like home, that's different for everyone.
Yeah.
It's different for everyone. So this is the reason why some people constantly search for a studio, and then when they find one that just feels like home to them, they stay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. And then, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, literally, there's nothing wrong with that. I know there's people that I've had also throughout the years, because, I wasn't always the red room. I had bunch of ladies there too who I have to thank, because they also helped me come to where I am today. Like, they helped keep that business open, and they stood with me. Once I did the switch, they went and they found another location that felt more like home to them, and it's like, it's okay, because there are some people who own studios, and they get upset, and they take things a little too far, and it's just, there's a billion people on this earth.
Yeah. That is always places that you could go and try.
Yeah, there's a billion people on this earth, and we can all share everything.
For me, with pole dancing, I feel like it's helped me reconnect with my body, and like noticing when you're on the pole. I feel like it doesn't matter like what shape, what size, as long as that like pole is behind you, you just look good. You just always look good. And I feel like with pole dancing has helped me really stay comfortable in my skin and with everything. So do you feel like there's a lot of misconceptions to pole? Because I feel like I view it in such a different light than, I guess, what you can say.
Oh yes, most definitely
views it as.
Most definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Like I always say, I even said this in episode 3 with Julio, where there's such a bad name onto pole. There is, like, when you think of pole, honestly, when anybody out here thinks of pole, they think of strippers.
Yep.
And that already is the bad. That's already the misconception there, like strippers. But it's actually an art. It's actually a sport.
Yeah.
And the United States has put such a bad rep on pole dancing that's the reason why, like, you tell people you're pole dancing, and they'll literally look at you differently. And
I just think it's also like the history of it all. Like, I feel like even like its quote unquote origins, like I feel like people already have that idea of it, and it's like you said, there's so many different types of styles.
But if you go to Australia, they're not, and you tell them about pole dancing, they're not looking at you like you're a stripper. That they preach that as a hardcore sport over there. That's where the competitions are. Like, it's really big that way. So they don't view it as strippers.
Yeah.
Versus us over here. Like, there's different parts of the world that view pole dancing as what it is.
Yeah.
An art, a sport. It's something of beauty. Like, it's not fucking half girl naked dancing around a pole for some dollars.
Right.
And at this point, they don't even be on a pole. They just be walking around it. Like, at this, are they really pole dancing, or are they just pole walking?
That's true.
They're just pole walking and then twerking, technically.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't get me wrong. There's some places out there. Them girls be doing
They
it.
be looking nice.
Listen,
They be looking nice.
Thing, okay. These girls be doing a thing out there.
What do you feel like was like your most memorable moment with like a client that you were teaching pole dancing with? Like something in the sense of they had like that aha moment of confidence or that aha moment of like, oh, this is my place. This is where I can flow. This is my place where I can be free. Or have you ever had those aha moments with like a session or like working with someone for a couple of like classes?
For my clients or for me individually? Like, is it like an aha moment for my clients?
So it's for you, but in a sense of when you see like that bright-eyed person or that person that was hesitant of going to the class and then after they had their head up high. Like when you tell me to keep my head up when I'm walking in heels, like something like that. Like that's something that I will always take with me just in other areas of life besides pole. So like, I guess from the perspective of you seeing that light in others after knowing it was possibly you having that class with them. I hope that makes sense.
Well, if you're asking on how I'm feeling or if I ever had that moment, I've had that moment plenty of times. And a lot of the times it's with clients who I do private sessions with, consecutive clients, you know, that I do private sessions with, because to see them when they first started, when they, you know, and I like to challenge everybody. I like to just throw them into a jasmine.
Yeah.
I throw them into a jasmine, you know, because you kind of like upside down, but you're not really upside down.
Yeah.
You sideways.
That's a good move.
I like to throw a lot of beginners into that, especially when they show me their strength. Like if you don't really have enough strength, then I will slowly, you know, build you into your strength. But if I see you have your strength, I give you into the jasmine. And a lot of the times that is the move that gets everybody. Because after they get it, no matter how bad the back of their knee is burning,
that's so true.
On both sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're like so happy and excited, and like I see the joy in their eyes. Like when they get it. Like I've celebrated with so many of my clients, right? And and it makes me feel good. Like, and you know, it makes me feel good because I talk about it and I feel good. You just be like, you just be screaming. Like there's times when we have class and we'll do, especially the choreo class, like my choreo class, like after class, after I see you guys hit the fucking choreo, like I go home so happy, like that I can't stop talking to my husband about it. I'm always so excited and so happy for you guys. For me, it's honestly a joy and an honor. I always say it's always an honor for me to be able to be a part of this journey. Like, even if I'm here just for a little bit, I'm still honored to be a part of it because there'll always be a memory in my head of you, of when you gotta move and when we celebrate it. So that, you know, I love that. I don't know, that's me. But I definitely got them aha moments.
Yeah. No, that's
definitely
good.
having them aha moments.
When you dance, when you're dancing, like what do you feel? Like what's going through your head? Like what are you connecting with when you dance?
That's a good question. I would say in the beginning, I feel like my inner dialogue was so focused on, oh, am I doing this right? Am I hitting this move right? How do I look? And then don't ask me to freestyle. Like, oh my God. Just like everything is like,
because she used to be like, God. Oh my God, when like freestyle, all right.
I'm just doing whatever. But now when I go, I feel like now it's more of like, oh wow, you actually can do this. Oh, you can flow. Oh, there's some grace in you. And I feel like when I'm on the pole and I'm actually doing those moves, like sometimes there's moments in like my everyday life where I'll like reflect back and think like, okay, there was at a time where you try to learn something new and you wasn't getting it. And you had all these like that inner chatter. just do the same how you are with pole. Eventually, the chatter starts to silence. The more you do it, the more you actively practice.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's more of like a quick reminder that like you can do whatever you set your mind to.
That's absolutely true.
So
set your mind to it, you could do it.
That was a great question.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great question. Pole dancing and self-love. Do you see a connection between the two? And if so, what does that look like?
Pole dancing and self-love. The connection I see between the two. Pole dancing has opened up this part of me that always wants to just dance. Like that's the connection. That's the connection for me. Dance is a part of my journey to self-love.
That's how I feel about it.
So that's my connection there. Mm-hmm. You know, I love to dance, and pole dancing kicks my ass more than regular dancing. So I do prefer to just kind of like dance regular, you know, versus pole dancing. But I love pole dancing for the fitness. I always incorporate pole dancing just for fitness purposes. But I do see myself more in a happier state because I'm dancing also. Like that's my self-love. I'm happy when I dance. And a lot of the times you catch me kind of dancing outside in the streets too. Just something normal for me now. Like I've made dance such a big part of my self-love journey that I'm doing it everywhere. I love myself, and I don't care who be around to watch what's going on.
What you doing?
What I'm doing with myself. Yep. Yeah, I'm really big into that. But that was definitely a chapter that was more so closed off for me just as a kid, because I was always told to like go sit down every time I wanted to dance.
I just feel like, especially like with kids nowadays, that's all they make them do. Just you have to sit, you can't move. They like a limited recess time, and it's just I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Yeah, so when pole dancing definitely helped that chapter of my life, that part of my life open up, and that's really helped me to my self-love journey. Like huge fucking part. Yeah, huge part. I mean, look at me now. Like I get so excited just to watch you guys. Like, like look at me now.
Que linda.
I get excited to watch you guys on your journey now.
Yeah. I feel like that's, I mean, I don't know if that's with everybody. I don't know, Kara, you couldn't say if you feel that way too, that pole dancing always going to connect to yourself in like a self-love portion, whether it's you're going there to get fit or to take care of yourself, or if you're constantly criticizing like how you look and wanting to feel better in your skin, is always connected to that part.
Yeah, and it's also remember too, like even in your self-love journey, there's also friendships that you build. So there are some people who will literally like, oh, I'm coming to class just because I need like the connection with others. You know, maybe I'm hoping to see so and so in class today. You know, maybe that'll brighten up my day. You know, and pole dancing is, you know, another like connection, you know, besides like self-love, because it feels good to know other people. It feels good to pull other people. It feels good to start your journey with someone and watch them still be there right along with you.
Yes.
You
know that way about Shantae.
Yes. So. It feels amazing to be able to, you know, do that with people. And I'm, like I say, I'm always honored to provide a space for people to get to know each other, for people to become pole sisters. Like, I love that. I love the shit y'all be doing. I don't know if your podcast is unfiltered. I'm sorry, y'all. But mine is definitely unfiltered. I'm just saying. My podcast is definitely unfiltered. I'm holding back. Karen, no. Yeah, Karen, no. I'm holding back on my language because I didn't know how her podcast was. I'm trying to be, you know, presentable and just like a little filtered. A little filtered.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, I definitely, if I could piggyback, I definitely agree. For me personally, I work with kids, so like coming to the studio reminds me that I'm a whole ass woman because I be in kid mode Monday through Friday. So like sense. It's a nice reminder. And then I got a little bit of body issues, so being forced to look at myself in the mirror because there's mirrors everywhere is kind of a realization, like I can't be so hard on myself about my body and how it's looking. So it's like give myself grace.
I love that.
Give myself grace. And yeah, like it's community. Like Crystal and I, we met at a brunch and we've been tight ever since. Like
that's a whole nother podcast too.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, a whole nother episode. I keep saying a whole nother podcast. What?
It just flows.
It does. Yeah.
She's
whole nother
She's
episode.
the closest, but she's also one of my closest friends. And it's just like it's nice to know that I have friends that have an accountability partner or whatever, and it all comes from us just wanting to dance together and work together.
Yeah.
So.
It definitely goes back into what I said. Yeah.
And having that self-compassion is so important too.
Mm-hmm. You gotta want to love yourself. You gotta want better for yourself. You gotta want to change for yourself. Like it's a want and it's a battle within your mindset. But at the end of the day, you gotta want it, because when you want something, you're gonna go get it. So why not want better for yourself so you can actually go and get it? Like this year started, and let me just say, the food in London so much more healthier than the food over here.
That's a whole nother tangent. We can go on a whole nother.
Listen, but I say that to say this year I am focusing on my eating, my nourishing my body.
That's the word.
Yeah, nourishing is really my word. I am so focused on nourishing my body because I work so much, and then I'm with the kids, and I'm running the business, and I don't even run this business, I run another business for someone else. That it's a lot. And what I always lacked on was nourishing my body. I would eat once a day, probably at like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. So now I'm big on, we're not doing that. We're going to watch what we eat. We're going to watch the time that we eat. So I'm always making sure that I eat before 10 p.m. So it's like 8:30 is like my cutoff.
Good. And I'm glad that you have a word for your year.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's so good to have just like that one word that you could piggyback on.
Yeah, nourish. I'm nourishing my body. I'm so big on that. We just ate salad. I meal prepped the salad. Me and Karen ate it. Yeah. I seared some chicken. I got one of them the jars. Put the dressing, the chicken. I cut the tomatoes. I like corn in my salad. Don't judge me, y'all.
Goes in and goes right out. So no judgment there. no judgment there.
But I'm really big on that. Do you have a word this year?
It is. It's persistence.
Yes.
It's persistence. Yes.
I love that.
I want to get it tatted somewhere on my body. I don't know where. Maybe somewhere on my arm.
Okay.
As a reminder.
We got tattoo artists for you.
Oh, you do?
Okay. Destiny, baby.
Oh, yes.
Destiny, baby. Yes. Destiny. Come get tatted by your girl, Destiny.
Yes. I know.
Destiny Veronica. Okay.
Yeah, no, I actually talked about that in a previous episode, that it's good to have like that one word, because sometimes when you have the new year, you have all those resolutions, all these goals, or you even have intentions, and sometimes it goes to the wayside. But if it's something like right in your back pocket that you can always pull out to use to like nourish, so like every move or every action that you take, you're going to think of the word nourish. What is one, like, anybody have that one word? It would kind of help guide you instead of being overwhelmed with having all these goals and all these things that you need to do.
Yes, that's true. So, if you guys have any one words that you've set for this year, comment and let us know what's your one word. Want to hear from you.
And tune into episode 5.
Okay.
Episode 5, where I talk about the importance of having a one word for your year.
Oh, I like that. Okay, yeah, episode 5 popping. My episode 5 popping. Okay.
Synchronicity.
Like maybe 11 years ago, my word was popping. That was my word, and I used it throughout the whole year.
I think everybody loved that word.
Yes, I was like, "Oh, girl, you popping? I'm popping."
Everybody love that word.
Yeah, no. And then I was like, oh man, I was watching the videos and I heard myself and I was like, oh no. No. It was like, no, that is not the word for you. And yeah, that word went right out the window.
Speaking of goals, do you have a specific pole goal for yourself this year?
Honestly, all honesty, no pole goal.
Okay, no pole goal.
No pole goal whatsoever, unless you can count me going to visit my favorite instructor, Paulina, in Florida. That is the only, that's literally the only thing I can say because like, don't get me wrong. I love all the instructors that work here at the Red Room Studio, with me, and they're fucking amazing and their talent is amazing. But there's just like what you mentioned, connections, this connection that I have with Paulina. Like I fucking love her. I always say she's my favorite pole instructor because she is. I truly do love this woman. And I was telling Kara today, like, oh my God, look at Paulina. Like, I really wish I could take a class with her. She was like, all right, let's go. She's like, let's go. But, I got to get house in order because I did just take a vacation, a big vacation. And when I say big, like pocket big, vacation. So I just need to get my house in order. But if you count that as a goal, that's my only goal.
Okay.
Other than that, I have dance goals.
Okay.
Like I can feel like I can't tell you this though because then I'm spoiling it for
okay, don't tell me the goal.
Yeah.
We'll see as the year goes.
Oh yeah, y'all definitely
we're gonna see it.
Yeah, y'all gonna see it.
Okay, we're gonna see it unfold.
And
so
maybe by month 4, I'll tell you this was the goal that I was telling you if you didn't get it yet. Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to like keep it on the hush depending on the goal and like let it wait till it goes to fruition just so it's not impacted by anybody's thoughts, beliefs, or anything. So
thank you for respecting that. Thank you. I was literally gonna say that. Thank you for respecting that. Yeah, there's just some things that I just like.
Well, I'm gonna tell you my pole goal.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Hopefully, you're gonna help me.
Go ahead.
I need to invert.
Oh, girl, I got you.
I don't know. I feel like that takes forever.
Got you. No, baby.
I feel like it still takes forever.
No, baby. It doesn't take forever, baby. I'm going to be honest with you. I got my invert. So hold on. Invert for you. What are you struggling on? Are you now? Listen, this is the instructor that just came out right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry because I know you've seen the demeanor change and everything. But
we can get this done. We can talk about this and everything else right now. Okay. So when you do the invert, and then I invert and I do the little kickstand, I can't get my pelvis to the pole.
Because you are not pushing those hips. Yes. You need to push those hips.
The stretches, the bridges?
Yes.
That's what you gotta do.
It feels very weird, like spatial awareness, doing it in the air I don't know if it's remembering to do it or just feeling myself doing that.
Hold on, let me tell you. You know what it might also be too is that you're not setting a goal for yourself while you're doing this. The goal for you is to get your legs onto the pole. So now if you don't set that goal, I'm gonna get my legs on the pole.
Okay.
And you're just setting a goal for you, like I'm just trying to put my legs up. Okay, if your legs go up, where they going though, and how high are they going up?
Right. You're right.
So now if you set the goal, I'm gonna get my feet on this pole. You are going to automatically end up pushing yourself and trying to grab the pole with your feet.
Okay. Instead of, I think, because I focus on
trying to straddle, you're trying to perfect it before you even got it. No, girl.
I'm like,
no.
Why is it just?
It is baby steps to this.
It looks so easy.
I know you want to just pretty. Be like, no.
Okay. What do you think is the typical time frame for someone, or is that even a wrong question to ask?
It's not
be a wrong question.
I mean, there's no questions that are particularly wrong. It's just that everybody is different. Everybody is different. Depends on their strength. It depends on their stamina. It depends on their flexibility. It depends on what they can withstand. It depends on if anybody has any injuries. So you can't really answer that question. Depends on everyone.
Okay.
Like I got my invert pretty quick. And what I mean as far as like my invert, that's why I had to ask you, what do you mean by your invert? Mm-hmm. It was just getting the fucking feet on the pole. I got the feet on the pole. I would struggle by grabbing I would put my leg onto the pole to keep trying to get my knee pit on the pole.
That's what I'll do, but not the knee pit. But I'll just put the foot on, and then I'll get the other, and I'm automatically open my legs, and it just looks terrible.
You gotta put both feet. You gotta have to put both feet on the pole.
Okay.
Put both feet. So when I learned to put both feet and not trying to get the leg not trying to get just one leg onto the pole, I learned crucifix before I learned the outside leg hang.
See, I can do crucifix.
Yes.
I can't do an invert.
No, baby.
Well, I can do an invert.
Yeah.
You had a mission for the Red Room Studio, or an ultimate mission for the Red Room Studio. What would it be, or what would you say?
I feel like my mission for the Red Room Studio has always been the same mission it has always been, to get the Red Room Studio on the map. That's my mission, to have my studio be exposed everywhere. I want clients to come in from everywhere. I want clients to experience this energy and this vibe and this atmosphere that we provide to all of you. I want you to come in, on a bad day, walk in through our doors, take class, feel fucking amazing, and leave feeling amazing. That's my ultimate goal. That has always been my goal for the Red Room Studio. That's always been a mission for the Red Room Studio. I'm always having meetings with my instructors, trying to see what we can better, what ideas they have. And I'm really big on listening to what my instructors actually have to say, that way I can implement it into the business. Because for me, without my instructors, my business wouldn't be where it is today. And of course, without all of you, my business wouldn't be where it is today. But, most of all, my instructors, because the students come here for my instructors.
Absolutely.
The students don't come here to see me every day.
Even though you're good.
Yes, thank you. I'm
good.
happy.
It's nice to have variety, but you good.
Listen, I'm happy with the people that I do have. I'm grateful for the people who come and take my classes. And I'm grateful for everyone else who comes and takes classes with all of my other instructors. Without my instructors, there wouldn't be a Red Room Studio. And I'm grateful for that. And the mission is, let's get us on a fucking map. Come take these classes. Listen, if you want to give us a free trial, come see us in April during our free week, celebrating another year of the Red Room Studio being open. And I'm excited, guys. Fucking 2025. So excited. So excited. It's definitely my mission. What's your mission for this year?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What's your ultimate mission?
So my ultimate mission, I think I tapped it. So my ultimate mission for this year is to continue striving to be my best self, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Like, I go back to the keyword persistence. I like to still have a key theme. I feel like it's going to help me accomplish all the desires that I do have for myself instead of having a specific goal in mind. But I'm going to always go back to that word of persistence, and wherever that looks like in all areas of my life. So that's my mission.
I love that.
Thank you. Very nice. Thank you.
Kara, what's your ultimate mission for this year? Let's hear it.
I'm trying to compete.
Okay,
I'm trying to compete again. The first time I did it was during COVID, and I was just, record the video and send it in, but I won in my category. So I want to actually, go and see everybody and be just in the mix. So
what is the venue, or what is it called? Is it like PoleCon or something different?
PSO.
Okay.
PSO organization. So it's like pole sport organization.
Oh.
So
yes, girls, a whole pole sport organization.
Yeah. So
I told you it's a sport.
They rate you by age and level. So when I first competed, I was in, I think I was juniors level 1, and since I won my category, I'm automatically bumped up to level 2, and technically I'm a senior. I think technically because of my age, which is weird. Which is really weird. But and they're all over the U.S. and they're actually international. So careful.
Why did the other side just fall?
But that's my pole goal to compete.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to cut this off.
Or do you have those command? Oh, you probably don't have that.
It almost
Golly,
Oh snap!
It almost hit her.
it's okay. It didn't though. It did.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It almost hit her.
I need y'all to save this and post it as
It almost hit her. Oh my god.
I get it. Okay, Crystal. So, how has pole dancing? Do you feel tapped into your femininity and have a deeper connection with your body?
I definitely do. I definitely do feel like that. I always feel like I'm in my feminine state when I'm pole dancing. I do feel more connected to my body. I am more aware of my body. Pole dancing really has helped with that. Just kind of like being aware also of like previous injuries,
Mm.
within my body. For me, pole dancing has definitely helped that feminine side. Be more like, girly girl, and, like I want to get dressed up.
Right.
And, because a lot of times, like you'll see me, I'm more so like, I'm more like a tomboy. So I'm more dressed up like in sweatpants a lot of the times, The only time you like really see me like feminine is like when I'm pole dancing or like I'm really going out.
Yeah.
Or like right now, I dressed up for this.
There you go. Yeah.
But I'm definitely in my feminine state when I am pole dancing.
Yeah.
How about you?
Same for me. I feel like I'm always in scrubs and sneakers all day, every day. So it's nice to have some heels or just not to just wear just something baggy, just something that's loose fitting. Like just wear anything that I feel like that will really tap in. And I also feel like from like a societal standpoint, when they say like femininity or when they say masculinity per se, it's more of like, all right, you're the action person, you're the doer, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like everyone should have that. But it's nice to like put that to the side for once or put that aside temporarily, especially like with pole dancing. I feel like it's a good way to at least tap into both energies, if anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because you definitely, your masculinity is definitely tapped in, okay? Sometimes we're stronger than guys, okay?
Yeah, that too. That too.
All right. Some guys will come in here and try to do what we do, and guess what, baby? They can't do what we do, okay? This is not for the weak.
That's true. However, what about those guys that do what's the name of that sport? Calisthenics. Do you feel like it's similar? It's just a random question. Because like think about it.
I mean, I don't know because I wouldn't want to answer a question where
Okay.
I don't do this. Like
Okay.
I don't do calisthenics, so I can't even say it's the same. Like
Okay.
if a man comes in here who has been doing calisthenics or who does calisthenics and they can't just climb on a pole in a masculine way, then I'm just like, well, goddamn, tell me what you think went wrong. Because I want to know. I don't do calisthenics.
True.
But there it's everything it's different. It's a different kind of sport. It's a different type of fitness. So I understand when men can't come in here and do what we do.
Right.
I get it. That's why we can't like bench fucking 550 unless we like training our bodies
right
to bench this shit. So
or just even like bending and flexibility.
Yes.
Not saying that they can't be flexible. Men can be flexible.
Yes, they can.
But I just feel like just us being women and we can bear children, we have an extra advantage on that.
Yes.
So, where do you see the future of the pole community as a whole, since you've been like in this industry or this space for some time?
So my aspect of it is very different from people who have been in the pole community for years. There are people who have been in the community for years and they see a connection within the pole community. Just my short period of time being in the pole community, I feel like it's very separate, like very separated. That's just how I feel, or just the encounters I've had. It's very separated, and there's like always competition. And I'm new coming into this community. I'm new coming into this industry where I'm just like, why can't we all just be connected and be one? Like,
Yeah.
why does it have to be like a competition? Why do we have to compete? Like, we go and compete at shows for
True.
that. So, like, why are we competing when it comes to the business? Why are we competing when it comes to our students? Why are we competing with who goes to take that class in that studio and this person's coming to take class at this? Why does that matter? Why can't we just all support each other?
Right.
And I have to like shout out Linda and Studio Air, because she's like the first person and like the first pole studio business owner who I have, started a connection with. And I love that, for me to be new in this industry, and it's like it's separated and everyone's like doing their own thing, and it's like everyone feels like it's a competition. It's like, oh, you're doing that last week, I'm going to do it this week. I don't get that. Like, I'm literally stuttering for words because I don't get that. Someone like Linda, who's like so kind-hearted and so freaking sweet, like, I'm happy to have that connection where I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she understands, like, where I'm at right now in this industry and in this point in the business. Like she gets it. I mean, I have no idea how many years she's been in the business, but she's been in the business quite some time now, and I felt connected once I had like a conversation with her, and I'm really like grateful and thankful for that. We do hope to do some collaboration in the near future. We really do. So I'm really excited for that. And a lot of the girls from here also take classes at Studio Air. So I'm really grateful for that too, because you see, we're sharing the community.
Do you feel like there's a lack of like fearful mindset or a lack of like abundance, that they feel like you can't collab, you can't be in this community together as one? Like, I have to make sure like I'm like my studio or my part or whatever I play in the industry has to be better or anything like that. Do you feel like it's like a lack mindset, or?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a lack mindset, because you have to you put that question into a business standpoint. Every business is out here competing with each other.
That's true.
True. Every business is out here competing with each other, and it's like, okay, well, what are you doing for this sale, or what are you doing for this holiday? Let me see what I can do for this holiday. Every business is competing, more so in the sense of pole dancing. It's like, I have heard comments where it's like, well, why are you taking classes at this studio, or you should come take classes here at this studio, not over there? And it's just like, why are these comments even being made to students? Why can't we just all share these clients? Like, it's great that you go over there on Friday, and it's great that you come see me on Wednesday. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. They taught you something new. I fucking love that. It's helping your journey. I love that. And some of the conversations that I have with clients, I'm just like, wow. Oh, okay. Like, and it shocks me to be like, oh, I didn't think that person was even like that. But a different light shined upon that person. Got it. Thank you. And I just want us to be one. Like what I was saying earlier, why we just can't share everybody.
Yeah.
Oh! I just said, why we just can't share everybody.
Thank you for having me, of course.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for sharing your space.
But before we go, your pole anniversary? And you know what? I have to say your pole anniversary with us, because I was actually unaware that you had that experience that you had.
But
then you can't count it, right? So technically you can't count it, guys, because her experience wasn't good. So like, for your good experience, do you know your
It's definitely April. The date, I might have to check back. You don't have it like in your computer system or something? That you can look back like attendees or something?
Your pole anniversary with the Red Room Studios, April 18th, 2024.
You know the date?
That's the date.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Or you just...
No, I do my research before I do any interviews with anybody. What you mean? research before you do interviews
Okay,
with
people.
people.
Because I'm like, I put in my little.
I thought you was gonna know.
For dash.
Wait, let me tell you something.
That's all I put.
I know your phone is actually recording us right now, but
okay.
When you do get the chance and you actually go to your client portal, you'll see the note of your pole anniversary. I made it for you.
Oh, Kalinda! Oh, Kalinda! I love saying Kalinda. Boy or girl, I'm saying Kalinda. Kalinda, no dough. That's cute. Good.
So you should be able to see that in your client portal. I want to do that for everyone who's taken pole with me, like who started with me. I want to do that on their profile. So I started with you because I had to do my research. I was going back like, oh damn.
Oh.
Yeah. So
yeah, almost a year. Should I do something?
Whatever you want to do, but we got free classes from the 13th to the 19th. So I'm just saying.
Perfect timing. I started at the perfect time when it was free last year. It's going to be free this year. Free last year, free this year. Come through.
I'm just saying.
Come through. Thank you guys for tuning in to Let's Talk with Crystal. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for having me.
So much. You've been such a great part of my journey. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to tune in for some more. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.